This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down.
Yo, it's Big Ant the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as we went back to April real quick right there. As Shannon Sharpe had to speak out publicly after he had been hit with a lawsuit for $50 million that accused him of allegedly raping, taking advantage, and sexual abuse of this girl, Gabby, who represented her none other than the infamous Tony Busby. But as more time went on, he stepped away from ESPN, said it would be handled in court. Y'all heard him say right there, she had the OnlyFans, very young woman, then said that they trying to take me down. Now, as we are today, it came out last Friday, they most definitely took Shannon Sharpe down through there, but they did not take him out as they have decided now to settle out of court. They said the relationship was tumultuous and consensual at the same time, meaning, hey, in this agreement, we are going to come to this thing where we did have a long-term relationship. I know that part of the settlement is not getting covered in the news. They did agree to that with those terms and how they settled out of court. We don't get to disclose the amount with this situation, but there was a $10 million offer in the beginning. Well, now, the only girl's friend, Gabby, has spoken out and said that she is quitting her profession. Today, I've decided to retire from OnlyFans. Thank you for the incredible support you've shown me over the past few years. This community has given me a life I could have never imagined. I'll still be active on social media and have several new projects in the works that I can't wait to share. I'm truly excited for this new chapter. I love you all forever and ever. And on the write-up with this right here, it says, Hall of Fame tight end Shannon Sharpe offered, per his lawyer, at least $10 million to settle a sexual assault claim before a lawsuit was filed in April 2025. Now, Shannon Sharpe will be paying an amount that likely exceeds $10 million by more than a few bucks. And that's just how these lawsuits work right here. They had already put it out there at first. They tried to not make this go public. He offered a $10 million. And the game is so shaky and crazy. We had already seen in the news and the headlines, Shannon Sharpe at that time, right before the lawsuit came out, was in negotiations for a $100 million new deal with the Club Shay Shay podcast. And I don't know where that stands, but $10 million offer for the people that don't get the business. It's like, hey, not saying that, hey, you agree to this or don't agree to this, but this is just how it works in the real world. They see my bag coming, as we know this is part of the plot. $100 million, hey, to not mess up the other endorsements I got, the other millions I make, the other deals that's going to come in the future. Hey, I messed up. I got to take this L. They want 10 mil. We'll offer them that. But they said no. So the way that it makes sense that they probably got a little bit more, at least some more than $10 million out of it. And all I can say is, wow. And she has now said that she's quitting her OnlyFans. Little Gabby ran her a major play in a major way. And now she's saying that she's going to not do OnlyFans another day. And I say this is the most wickedest, sickest game that we are in this present time. Now, Shannon Sharpe, he got to take accountability for it because he put himself in this position. That's just the way that the world works. As men in the world, when you do stuff like this, you know, hey, this is how it goes, especially when you having that sack like that. You a $100 million plus nigga, Shannon Sharpe. You got one of the biggest interviews of all time. You had a Hall of Fame career as an NFL player before all this. Gotta be a top NFL player of all time, maybe 30. We know you're top 10 tight end, no doubt about that for your position. You got to know, you 57 years old, 56 years old, you talking to girls that's late teens, early 20s, you putting yourself in a messed up position. People can say that it's not, when it's not illegal, it's not. He's not breaking the law. It's no crime being committed there by you talking to a girl this age, but you got to know she there for the sack. She there for the bag. We all heard the phone call. Seemed like they was into some other freaky type of like foreplaying, and there's nothing wrong with that if that's your sexual style, long as it's consensual. He not breaking the law with that either. We don't have a right to know what's going on in Shannon Sharpe bedroom. But when you go out here and you deal with OnlyFans girls and you paying them to stay around and you keeping these type of relationships going, they will plot on you, bro. They taking you for the ride and they take you all down through there. Shannon Sharpe got caught slipping in this situation. But like I told y'all, bro, I would tell my pops is 60. If he talking to a 21-year-old right now, which he's not, he's married, but I'm just saying, I'll be like, hold on, Pop. What you really got going on, bro? You a little bit too. And if you still want to do that, cool, but I can't force you to not do nothing. But I'm like, bro, this is going to probably end badly for you because I know that she talking to you because you got the money. She talking to you because of your status, your fame, the things you can provide for her, the lifestyle. I would just tell niggas this can happen to any nigga that's getting that bag. Any nigga that's having that sack. You could go sleep with a girl randomly and she can wake up the next day and just come out with a lawsuit. We seeing it time and time again. This is happening. They going after that for niggas. But when you actually keep this type of stuff going, they building and building more trying to line you up. That's why if you gonna develop these type of ongoing things with these girls, hey, you got to go all the way there and don't do it halfway. You got to go ahead and say, hey, you the little thing I like to hit on, I ain't finna continue no ongoing like I'm paying for work and I'm paying for the sex and we keeping this around, having phone conversations, doing all this little fetish stuff, because this is how they gonna line you up when you worth that much money. It's like, hey, this dude is an easy lick in this moment. I can do this any day and turn it into what I want to turn it to, and he'll have to settle out of court because of the fact, as the lawyer tells them, they don't want the bad publicity. And they rather just pay the money because they can eventually lose more money, lose more endorsements, lose future deals. So they like, hey, man, we'll sell out of court 10 mil, 15 million, 17 million to avoid having to go through this long process that's going to cost me more millions in lawyer fees and then damage my reputation even more. The sex tape might eventually come out, just everything that will hurt the brand even more in the long run or in the future. And that's why I say, if you're going to just do your little paying thing, man, hit up a strip club, find you one of them little joints in there you want to just drop something on, whoop-de-whoop, do your thing, stick and move, man. Developing them. If you going to go be that old nigga that want to talk to young work, you might as well go ahead and say, well, I'm going to pop out and hold on my shoulder. You going to get judged and talked about that for as well as, also, they going to talk about you for that, but you ain't going to have to deal with this because it's going to be, hey, that nigga really in a relationship with her. Just keeping it all the way 1,000. But they got all the way down on Shannon Sharpe. She got the sack real quick and quit real quick in a matter of months. Nigga, they just made the announcement Friday that they settled out of court. Next thing you know, she didn't even make it till early Monday morning to say, I'm done with the OnlyFans now. I got other new projects, so she finna spark a whole career into something else. And she got millions of dollars in the bank, man. This is crazy. I'm like, man, Shannon Sharpe, bro, you got to know better, nigga. Like I say, nigga, my parents is the same age as Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe old enough to be my daddy, man. So you can do whatever you want to do. It's your body, your lifestyle as a man. But when you that old, bro, you need to get out the game. And we heard all what Monique said about this.
It's different, baby. I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
But you tried to say what you tried to say.
I'm looking right at you.
I know
I'm
you looking at your
I ain't backing down. You better take your old get somebody to love you.
Oh,
Now I'm looking right at y'all. Let me tell you better about herself when they come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I do.
Monique was not lying at all. Got to keep it all the way 1,000, man. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.